The best person you'll ever be is yourself. Roll it. People always get stuck in this frustrated time of thinking they need to be somebody they're really not. They keep thinking that the best person they need to be is the person somebody else tells them they should be. This idea has been created through years of training. It's something society does when we're kids all the way up until we finally become adults and start realizing that we need to be who we are and not who people want us to be. This notion is very simple. People always ask me, everybody wants me to be somebody else, and then, when I'm trying to be myself, they kind of not like it. They put me down, trying to force me to be that other person. So even when they do try to be that better person, that person that whoever wants them to be is trying to get them to be, well, it's not in them, so they never actually live up to the expectation. We start off seeing this with parents, then it turns into friends and family members, and also the significant others. A lot of relationships fall apart because of this. Our ideas behind who we want somebody to be and the motivation we give them to help them strive to be it, but they don't really want it. I've been on both sides of it, and I've realized over time that, we can't do that. We need to only focus on the best person we can be for the things that we want to be. Why does this work better when we're working towards ourselves? Well, it's that enthusiasm we get for being who we want to be, the things we enjoy doing, the things that we want to make that mission and purpose in our life. And it might not be that mission and purpose we're looking for, but it's getting us there because we're doing the things we love to do. Enthusiasm is created from that. This is because dedication develops, and as dedication develops, we start striving to do more and more. More time is allocated for that, instead of all the other things people are trying to get us to do so we can be better in the way that they see it, how they regard being the best is. I saw this with my parents, who pushed me to go do the math and sciences, and I hated it. I was never good at it. I was really good at business stuff. I was really good on creative stuff, but I never really got into that until I hit university, until I got out of university, until I started really focusing on those things. In the process, we start taking more risks that we would never take doing the other things people want us to be doing. And with those risks, there are failures, and those failures causes us to have that self-growth, that growth that we need in order to start developing as human beings. Self-growth goes a long way because that's where that self-love comes from, that self-respect for what we're doing, what we're attempting to do. We test ourselves to the edge, to the extreme with these risks. And at the end of the day, we know how good we are. This is how we develop into that best person we can be. Because in this process, we find that mission and purpose in life. And it gives us that extra push to just keep going even more. Even when we know there's no way we could do it, we do it. I had a great email that came in from somebody. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. It's just one part of it that struck me that fits this video. I always try to be the best I can for people, but I fail at it. My parents don't get it. My boyfriend doesn't get it. Nobody gets it. And this just brings me to that point that I'm making. Nobody's gonna get it because you're trying to do everything they want you to do instead of focusing on what you need to do for you. Once you start doing this, everything just goes out the window. It doesn't matter anymore because the people start respecting you and loving you for who you are instead of who they want you to be. The notion of you trying to impress them, the notion of you trying to be that person that they keep on the pedestal is a false narrative of who you are. And all you're doing is destroying that inner self, that self-love you have for yourself in order to match up to what they see as the best you can be, in order for you to get that personal satisfaction that somebody loves you, and it's really just a false sense of love. Your parents will love you no matter what. It's one of those things, they want you to do the best, and they push you towards something, and it might not be the best for you, but if you can succeed in something and have that comfortable life that you're looking for, that wild, crazy life that you're looking for, or just a white picket fence life you're looking for, then do it. They will love you either way. Now, yes, sometimes people don't, and in some cultures it's one of those things you gotta achieve this, and in other cases it's just that, you know, narcissistic type of mentality, and other times it's just this resentment and this, you know, self-promoted greatness of parents. And yes, that exists, and we deal with that on an ongoing basis with people, and sometimes you won't get that satisfaction of love that you're looking for. But the reality is, how happy are you in doing that? As for the boyfriend, well, there's many others out there, and if he can't respect you and love you for who you are, well, I think you know the answer to that. The bigger question is he doing it because that's the way he is, or is he doing it because you've lost that opportunity to show how much you love yourself? How much you have self-respect for yourself. A relationship that's based out of love is based out of respect. Without respect, there is no love. Without this notion and understanding of it, you'll never find somebody who really loves you for who you are. Self-respect is where this all starts. Focus on you. Focus on being the best you can be. Once you start doing this, your life will start to change. Because the best person you will ever be is yourself. It's you. And because of that, understanding and moving forward, working on the things you love to do, bringing out that enthusiasm for the things you want to do, the dedication will come around, that mission and purpose will come out and just light a fire for you, and all of a sudden life will start getting so much better. The right people in your life will start respecting you. The wrong people who won't be able to respect you will leave, and then all of a sudden new people will come in that will be full of love and respect for what you're doing. And in turn, that inner self that you have, that you go and you do so much for others, they're gonna appreciate it so much. They're gonna love you even more for it. And you will love them even more for it, because that relationship will just keep getting better and better. My name is Nikos Rentas. This is mentorsapproach.com. Hit a like, hit a subscribe. If this is your first time here, go back and check out all the other videos in the series. And of course, leave a comment below about the time where you realize the best person you'll ever be is yourself, and you know, what came about it, how did it come, and what did you do about it to start working on it. Who knows, somebody might read that comment and it might change their life.